What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse. Welcome to Morse Code. I do tech reviews and tutorials, so if you are looking for in-depth tech and gadget content, you have come to the right place. I'm excited. We have the Galaxy S21 Ultra from Samsung. This is 5G and 128 gigs unlocked for an unboxing and a first look today. I also have a few different accessories that I got with my pre-order credit because I did pre-order this phone. And I also have the Smart Tag, which came free with purchase. So exciting! So I was able to get my hands on this phone by paying a total whopping price of $495. How did that happen? Well, it turns out Samsung has a really awesome trade-in credit for their own branding of phones. They also give you decent prices for iPhones and Google Pixels as well, but I chose to trade in an S20 Plus, which I purchased last year, which gave me a $700 value trade-in credit. The Ultra 5G originally costed about $1,200, so that was a huge discount and I could not say no to it. Now with pre-orders, Samsung did offer some pretty decent credit that you could use for accessories. So in this case, I chose to upgrade to the Galaxy Buds Pro because I do have the Galaxy Buds Plus from last year and I wanted to compare them, so I purchased these for free. I also decided to get an S21 Ultra 5G S-Pen, but that does not come out until later in February. It will not ship for a while. And I also grabbed the S21 Ultra 5G silicone cover. So nothing super excited there, but I wanted something to protect my new phone. And then again, the Smart Tag was just free with purchase, so this was a nice little add-on. So for this video, I'm just going to unbox each of these different items, specifically focusing on the phone itself. However, if you want to see a full review, make sure to subscribe because I will be going through each of these different products in more detail on the actual review. Now, I just got this phone like hours ago. It just got dropped off on my front porch, so I will be giving it a full review. However, today is just a first impressions and a unboxing because I can't give it a full in-depth review and analysis without spending some more time with the phone. So let's go ahead and unbox the accessories and then I will go ahead and move on to the phone. I will add chapter markers down below too because I know some of y'all out there are probably just interested in me unboxing the phone itself, so feel free to click ahead if that's just the piece that you want to see. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Kershaw knife, super fun. I'm going to start with the Samsung Smart Tag. This is the Smart Tag. And yes, I totally realize that my candle is almost dead. I have been burning it long enough that it can finally be recycled because I don't want to keep it around any longer. That thing has been in here for like a year. Okay, so here's the Smart Tag. It's very small, very lightweight. It is a matte black in color. It does have a Galaxy Smart Tag logo on the front of it, and I believe that's a button as well. On the back, we have the Samsung logo too. And you can see that it does have an opening for a keychain loop, so you can put this on your keychain. So the point of this thing is kind of to work like a tile, but it can be compatible with Samsung smartphones. So I am interested in how it works, how well it works, and how far of a distance it will work with. So that's the Smart Tag, which I will set up at a later time for a full review. Next up, we have the silicone cover. Comes in a very simple box, no surprise. Whoops! Oh my goodness, everything is flying away. It does have little directions on the back right here, in case you don't know how to put your phone in the case. Yeah, this is a very simple, somewhat durable, it feels pretty durable, silicone cover. It's very, very simplistic. There is a loop right here if you want to stick like a cute little charm on it. That is a very Samsung thing to do. USB-C can be used right through there. We also have the openings for all of the cameras because there are several cameras on the Ultra. There's power and volume buttons built into the side. It does feel like it's going to be movable enough that it'll work just fine, but if you want to see me do like a full review of these cases, let me know. All right, so one thing I'm super interested in is the Galaxy Buds Pro. These, of course, I did purchase in Phantom Violet because if I can't get a Phantom Violet color for my Ultra phone, I might as well purchase the accessories all in violet, so at least I can still play with my favorite color scheme. Thanks a lot, Samsung. I really wish they did a violet color for the Ultra, but they didn't, so I bought the case instead. So here's the Buds Pro. Obviously, I bought the violet color. Pretty small box. It is recyclable. That's nice to see. Now, on the back, it says you can get two-way speakers for rich sound, active noise canceling, yay! 5 to 18 hours of battery life, playtime, and it is IPX7 water resistant. Very cool. I, of course, will be testing all of the different features. Ooh, love the case. Very pretty. Ooh, okay, so this has a very pretty, I know it's called Phantom Violet, but it's got like a really cool holographic look to it. It has pretty like blues and pinks that kind of show up whenever you're shifting it around in the light and getting different reflections. I very much like that. I also like that it's got this nice matte covering, so it's not super shiny. So fingerprints, not a bad deal when it comes to this. That's very nice to see. There are the super, super chrome looking new Galaxy Buds Pros. So cute. Little green LEDs on the inside, probably telling me that they are ready to be connected. It looks like they do have some tips already added onto them. I'm not sure what size these are, but I'll find out. They are labeled left and right. That's good to see, good to see. Magnetically go into their little compartments. And I also like, and this is such a simple thing, but I like that the inside is also the same color. Looks like we got a USB-C cable. Oh, it's USB-C to 2.0, USB 2.0. And these must be the other earbud sizes that you have. So it looks like the ones that are already installed are mediums. These look like large and small. Nice to see that those are included. So as you can see, definitely a color scheme going here. Let's go ahead and open up the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, which I have been super looking forward to. This might be my new daily driver Android phone. I don't know yet, but I'm very excited to find out. Okay, just like I did with my previous one, I'm just going to move these for a bit so I have enough space to unbox the phone. Ta-da! On the side it says Galaxy. On the other side it says Samsung, although it's kind of hard to read. Go ahead and open this. I'm so excited. Wish it came in Phantom Violet. You are such a little... Get your... Okay, there we go. First, we have a piece of cardboard. Beautiful. Next, we have the phone. I'll come back to you in a sec. Then we have a box. And in the box, this is fun. In the box, we have a USB-C to USB-C cable. If you saw my S21 unboxing, not the Ultra, but the S21 unboxing, because I got both of them because I'm ridiculous, then you would know that this cable is not looking as durable as the one that comes with the 45-watt wall charger. So keep that in mind. Quick reference guide, little advertisement. And terms and conditions. As you can see, there is no wall adapter in the box. They decided to go the route of Apple. Of course they did. I'm getting a little loopy. Like I should probably have lunch, but it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I don't think that's gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna get this booted up so I can go ahead and start messing around with it. Hopefully it has battery charge. Yay, okay, it does. So first, why don't we remove some plastic? There's plastic on the front as well as the back. There's also plastic around the edges. So, I don't know if you could hear that. It was pretty quiet. Let's try the back one. It's so fun. It is so satisfying to take plastic off of phones. We also have separate plastic covering the camera lenses. Ooh. And here we have the new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. Do you think there's going to be a time when phone manufacturers stop including the words 5G in their logos and in their phone names? Because it's getting kind of old. As a reviewer, I'm just like, yes, all of them have 5G now. If they don't have 5G, I'll mention it, but all of them are going to have 5G now. So first things first, let's check out the back. All right, okay. You know, I was worried I wouldn't like it. I was very worried that I wouldn't like it, but I am digging this color scheme. I am digging it. Oh, okay. So I'm totally looking in my monitor up here, but can you look, do you see the comparison I am making right now? How did I match the phone? I was not thinking about doing that when I got my hair dyed, but somehow, look at that. And it's not for reflecting off of my hair either. It's just reflecting off of the LEDs that I have. I have Godox LEDs in softboxes, and oh my gosh, that is so pretty, and it just happens to match my hair. Maybe I won't use the lavender case because this is a very pretty color. If you are just listening to audio, I will try to explain this. I went with, what is this color even called? I don't even know. This color is called Phantom Silver. I don't know if I would call it silver though. It's more of it's almost got a like gold undertone to the Phantom Silver. When you see it in person, it's a lot easier to tell that it has that gold undertone, but it definitely does. So it's not necessarily fully silver. And this matte color that they have, it kind of gives it the same shiftiness that the Phantom Violet does on the S21, which I just unboxed earlier today. However, you will see that on the YouTube channel at a to be announced time if I haven't already posted it. So you do see kind of a teal here. There's some really pretty teal colors coming out. There's some very pretty like yellows and golds coming out. And there is a bit of a pink, like a pinkish violet color whenever I shift it around to not be directly in the light. So it's got a very pretty rainbowy holographic effect going on, which I'm really digging. So, okay, I'm happy with it. I was not sure I would be, but I am happy with it. That is very, very pretty. All right, Samsung, you proved me wrong. This phone is heavy. It's definitely bigger than the S21. However, the screen has a definite curve to it. There is a very definite curvature on the edges, not like the S21. I would love to give you a comparison as well in a full review. And this little punch hole for the camera is definitely smaller than the previous generation. Did want to point that out as well. Given that it has this matte texture, not picking up a lot of fingerprints, which is nice. However, if I do shift it around, you can see some of those fingerprints. So keep that in mind. And there's definitely more lenses on the back. I will go through the whole process of checking out the different specs and testing each of these cameras in my full review as well. But at least this way you can kind of see where those lenses are placed and what they look like on the back. This is not uncomfortable to hold. For example, this is my iPhone 12 Pro Max. They are almost the exact same size. And the iPhone 12 Pro Max is currently in a pretty decent sized iPhone case, which is so pretty. It's from Velvet Caviar, in case you're interested. I did review that case as well. So it's a pretty comparable size. So if you're already using a 12 Pro Max or something similar, maybe a Note, you probably will be able to get into this sizing and feel comfortable holding it in your hand, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and run through these real quick, just to show you what I choose whenever I set these up. I never choose the optional send diagnostic data. I choose to leave that off. I'm going to go ahead and connect to my Wi-Fi off camera. Now, after it checks for updates, it is going to ask if I want to copy any of my apps or data from my previous phone. I'm going to choose not to for now, just to get into the groove of things. Go ahead and skip through all of these options. I will set them afterwards. I am going to leave location on since I use that quite often. However, I am going to turn off allowing scanning and send usage and diagnostic data. Allow scanning means that apps and services will be able to scan for Wi-Fi networks or nearby devices at any time, even if Wi-Fi or Bluetooth is off. Generally, I just default that to off since I go to a lot of like hacker conventions and events, and if you leave those on, it's a lot easier to find your device. Secondly, I only send usage and diagnostic data on a case-by-case basis, so I turn that off fully unless I choose to optionally send data or send diagnostics if there is an error that ever occurs. I'm gonna set up a fingerprint. In order to set up a fingerprint, you also have to set up a pattern pin or a password in the background. I'm also going to set that off camera. And once that's ready to go, you can then start scanning your fingerprint. Add another fingerprint? No, not right now. I'm gonna skip signing in to Samsung and finish. And there we go. As you can see, we are now in the S21 Ultra. Oh, hi! Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you too. Beautiful screen. Looks really flawless. Also, okay, so I wanted to mention this because it's very cool. It's a really nice change that I like that Samsung chose to do. If you swipe over to the left, Google pops up. Not Bixby, not Samsung, Google. There's a Google application that shows up whenever you swipe to the left. I think that is so cool. Maybe it's swipe right. I don't know. I don't use dating apps, so is that, I guess I'm swiping right, but I'm swiping to a app that's on the left. I don't know. Is that too pedantic? I don't even know. But that means when you sign into Google, all of your Google integrations and Google personalization should show up on this side. Of course, I will go through that in more detail on my full review. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of camera. There's a bunch of lenses on here. 10 times, 3 times, 1 time, and 0.6. How's 3 look? Ooh, it's looking pretty good. Let's see. I like that wide angle and the regular 1-time zoom. That looks really good. You can tell the print is kind of off on that box, and that's going to bother me forever. It's looking pretty good. Although, again, I am going to go through the camera quite a bit in a future video just so you can actually see what it's like to be able to use it. Wow, lots of fingerprints. Okay, so definitely gonna have to carry around a microfiber cloth for this matte back. Dang, look at that. Ew, gross. So my first impressions are, this is a very intriguing phone. I'm very interested. I can't wait to play with it more. I know that Qualcomm has done some updates in this phone. There's a new processor, so I'm very interested in doing some speed tests and figuring out like how many applications I can run before this thing really starts lagging. It's gonna be super fun, so I can't wait to test out all the different specs and components to see if they really sound as good as they do on paper. But looks and feels very nice. It feels very premium, and I think it needs to if MSRP is going to be $1,200. Make sure to check out my Patreon, my Buy Me a Coffee links down below to see how you can support the channel. I did want to say a huge thank you to everyone who does support the channel, because I'm able to do like trade-ins and be able to pre-order phones like this whenever I'm not able to get those review units in for you. So I definitely want to make sure I'm still able to bring this tech content to you so you know what kind of choices to make when it comes to being a smart shopper. Make sure to comment below and let me know what kind of concerns or what kind of questions you might have about the new Galaxy line. And make sure to check out the S21 unboxing too, because that phone is pretty similar to this one, but there are some spec differences. I will do a comparison. Thanks again to my s'mores for subscribing and for watching. I'm Shannon Morse, and I will see you soon. Bye, y'all.